How important is for you guys the length of the album? Because we're living in an era where everybody has short attention span. Everybody listens to singles. I mean, metal fans in general still like to listen to a record from start to finish, but
Right.
overall, it's a much different time period than when Cannibal Corpse was starting off. So, how much attention to the length do you guys pay to?
Not a lot, but I think when you look back and you look at our whole catalog, I mean, we got fairly short albums, really. I think in the early days, I mean, we're pushing just barely 35 minutes. I think that was under contract, I believe, that Metal Blade, they had to have at least 35 minutes of music. And I think we were of the mentality, well, I know we were definitely, at least back then, more so of we felt the shorter was the better. And I guess just, what a better album to talk about than Slayer, Rain and Blood, right? Not even a 30 minutes. And you're obviously one of the best of all time that makes you, want to hear more and just makes you put it on again. It doesn't seem like it's a short album because it's just an amazing record. Not that comparing ourselves, of course, to Slayer in any means, but we had that mentality of like hit them hard, hit them fast like that, and let the listener be craving more, I suppose. So I think we'd all prefer probably between 35, 40 minutes. I think when we look at our longer albums, that's almost kind of like, yeah, you go, wow, that album was 47 minutes or whatever. I think we had a couple that were about 45, a little over, and that seems a little long. This one, I don't even know what it's at. It's got to be around 35 or something
Yes,
as
yes.
well, I believe. Chaos. And
That's why I ask you that, because me personally, I prefer the shorter Cannibal Corpse
yeah,
records. Hits you
right.
harder, quicker, but then you're able to go back at it all over again.
Exactly, and that's it. I think when we knew we were going to be recording this new record, especially so close after Violence Unimagined, which had 11 songs, and but we said, hey, let's stop it at 10. Let's just do 10 songs. That's it. We don't need to write anymore. Let's write 10 songs, and we did for Chaos, and yeah, just let's make these 10 songs count. Not that we never try to do that anyways. We always try to make every song the best song we can be. There's never any filler in any of our albums. We want to put everything we write, but we wanted to stop at 10. We didn't want to go, hey, let's write 13 and pick the best 10. No, let's just write 10. Let's concentrate on that. And yeah, I think you're right. I believe that we like the shorter records. I think it's better for the listener overall. I mean, that's my opinion. I'm glad you have the same opinion, but maybe some other people might have a different opinion. But yeah, I think the shorter, the better, really.
Yeah. It's one of those things that sometimes less is more.
Yeah, right. I totally agree.
You don't want to overindulge, because then when you overindulge, you feel like you're full, you can't move. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And then you don't go
yeah.
back to it right away.
Right. And some bands might think, like, oh, we just, it's a new album. We need to put out as much as we can possible, and I guess we've sort of done that in previous albums. When you look at the albums that did have I think we had like somewhat like Gallery of Suicide, or there's a couple albums where we have like 13 songs or 14 songs or something like that. And that was where we just didn't know when to stop writing, and then we felt we didn't want to neglect any of these songs, like just not that they would have got thrown to the side, but I'm sure they would have seen the light of day at some point. But maybe it would have been a more effective album to have it just 10 songs. Every album being that might have been better. But yes, but yeah, it's definitely our mentality: hit them hard, hit them fast, and I think that's the best one.
Hit them when it hurts. As a creative person, as an artist,